definitely time to get after it and get everything cleaned up and just get my life back on track in regards to work, right? Just try to get back on track. All right, so first up to bat is the stretcher shrinker set that I got from Harbor Freight. I'm trying to build a stand for this so I can make it more efficient and start using it more, especially since I'm going to be doing a lot more metal work on some of these vehicles that are coming up. So let's jump right in. I got some 10 gauge sheet metal. I'm trying to get this cut with the plasma cutter, thinking, the plasma cutter is going to slice right through it. I guess I just didn't have the amperage turned up high enough. I didn't connect it to the 240 connection, the bigger electric connection, so I just ran it on the 110, and yeah, it wasn't doing it. It was not doing it. So I went over a few passes thinking maybe I'll get it to just slice through it and not have to turn up the heat, but no. So I ended up just trying my best, and then I grabbed the angle grinder with the cutoff wheel. You can never go wrong with the cutoff wheel. And then I just went to town, started slicing right in. Now granted, it was already started, but you can't go wrong with the cutoff wheel. Cleaning that piece up so that I can weld it and get this thing started with the frame. So it is I think it's a 2x2 square tubing that I had lying around. I cut it at 3 feet, and there's that piece that I just cut from the 10 gauge. I welded it on, so that's going to be the base of where the shrinker and stretcher will be mounted on. Got it all welded up. Didn't think that I needed to go all the way around, but I did anyway, just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. So give ourselves a good start. And this is what we're working with so far. I had an extra engine stand lying around that I wasn't using. This is just kind of giving you an idea of what the idea is. All right, for anyone else who's a scattered brain like me, welcome to the show. So, all right, first things first, got some washers and some mounting screws to finish up the shrinker stretcher. Got everything welded up. Now I just need to make the actual foot pedals. They're gonna hook up, not to this, I'm gonna put a piece of metal in here, and it's gonna go up and down whenever you press the pedal here, and then paint it. All this will be done. In the meantime, I have a table over here that I got for free, but it's MDF board, so I'm gonna remove all the screws, which I've already started on that. I got some 3/4 inch plywood that we're gonna put on top of this table that's gonna roll around and kind of use it for the slip roll bender and for whatever else that I might need to do heavy duty wise on here. I might even just put a piece of metal on here, make it another area to weld. This table here has, man, it has seen better days, but I'm gonna take all these planks off and put one piece of plywood across the top, remount this vise, and just kind of clean this up and see if I can get another piece of plywood down here for a sturdy, full across the bottom shelf. And I'm going to be setting up the flux core welders so that we're not wasting gas on stuff that, doesn't need gas. I built another one of these angle grinder holders. Going to be welding it up in here so that way when we're working, we just grab and go, hang it up and go. Just trying to be more efficient. So just doing all this housekeeping, I guess you can say. And I got a new blade for the chop saw because this thing sucked yesterday. I need to clean up some of this rust, just kind of tidy up shop, right? I'm trying to get everything clean, efficient, so that we can finish this project and steadily roll on with whatever comes next. So, yep, there we are. Stay tuned. So here I go, measuring out that 3/4 inch top that I'm going to lay on top of the table. I'm mounting it down, and then I'm grabbing the slip roll. I'm trying to get the right bolts to get this thing mounted so it isn't going to go nowhere and give me any trouble when I'm trying to roll some steel, some sheet metal. So yeah, just trying to find time to do all this, and then decided that on that other table, I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of sheet metal on top and make it an area for just weld. I mean, obviously a table, but some place where I can weld, like really weld and not have to worry about catching on fire. Check it out. Oh man, 10 gauge. Decided to just weld every I don't know, about a foot, every foot. I didn't think it needed a bead all the way across, but yeah, very excited, very excited. And here I go, finishing up the welding on the other side, laying down my beads just enough to where it's gonna stay and not fly away, right? So tabletop used to be made out of the boards, and last minute I decided that I had enough metal. Why not make a little welding table? The frame was already there. Yeah, it's a little rusty in some spots, but come back, clean that up, put another whole shelf underneath. Probably would. But yeah, now I got a spot just for welding. Now I don't have to throw a piece of sheet metal on top of an already existing table to have somewhere to weld on. Now I can do it right here. And I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back, y'all. Feeling happy and proud for this one. And here we are. And let me tell y'all, I mean, having a newborn and my dad isn't doing so well, which is why I've been trying to be with him more and, you know, just getting stuff done, trying to get ahead. I'm pretty proud. I feel like it's really coming together nicely and we're going to be able to get a lot of work done. This table came out great. I'm excited for this. You know, workspace is organized as it is now. The bender, the brake, just everything. In here, we got it all cleaned up, ready to go. I'm just ready. I think we're going to start on the bed of the 65, get some color on that baby, and then work the truck in. And this is the stand. Still trying to get this thing done. Also, this is the last thing on the list. Working on the pedal now, some spring mechanism, some kind of I need somewhere to mount the spring to. So if you're ever in a jam and you need something similar, cut some washers, you know, like this, and weld it on something like that on your piece. And here I go welding it on the new welding table. How about that? And here I'm going, trying to line it up to where I'm gonna put that mount for the spring. And I did end up going back to Home Depot to get a heavier duty spring because this one was not, it wasn't it, man. It just wasn't it. So here I'm finishing up those mounts. Okay. And now we got it set up over here, and that's gonna be our pedal. So this is gonna go towards the frame. This is where we're gonna be stepping. That's it. Nothing to it. After many moons of searching, I finally found the metal I was looking for. Cut 2 pieces, lined it up to the pedal. So every time I step, it's gonna pull this down, but I need a mechanism that's gonna tie this to the pedal. And I already had some of these cut out. Drill a hole and we'll make some kind of linkage. And this is some of the hardware that I picked up at Home Depot, thinking that this was all I needed to finish up the last pieces for the stretcher, shrinker, stand. Here's some metal that I grabbed a long time ago from a pool supply supplier, right? They sell chemicals and stuff, and they just had all this metal in the back, and so I decided to grab it. And now here I am trying to stretch it out, make it straight so I can use it on the stand. So, I mean, I'm doing my best. Throwing out this medication, poison, but you know, I still keep coming back to damn rat drops. But I don't know. I guess the next step is to get a cat. But it's, I mean, looking so much better in here. So much cleaner. Yeah, not organized because I got stuff everywhere. I've been busy trying to do some housekeeping. All right. Evidently, my ingenuity for this didn't really, I mean, I guess I just need a better spring. I don't know. This could work, but I bought some flat bar to use there. Not going to bore you with any more fabrication there because I've just been nonstop with this thing, nonstop with this table. Still got to clean this chop saw. Gosh, it's never enough time. Still got to clean this chop saw and change the blade. But yeah, it's, you know, for nothing but scrap metal, it ain't bad. And a big, big thank you for everyone who's watching, subscribing, supporting. Appreciate you very, 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 very much. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. A lot more content coming your way. I'm going to get on to the home garage. I'll see you on the next one.